Hello, everybody. Good evening. How are we doing?
Doing all right?
Can I get an audio check from both of our players, please?
Check, check, check.
All right, awesome.
Check, check, check.
Perfect. All right, cool. Everybody is hearable, audible. Everybody can be
Yeah.
heard. Um, so, hello, everybody. Uh, Hello, Sav. How are you tonight? Thank you for joining, and thank you for the follow. I just noticed that came through, so thank you very much. It's very kind of you. As you can see, we are a little bit light tonight in terms of our pilots. Sadly, some work stuff came up for the other two, so we are rocking with a light lance today, half strength, so to speak. Yes, we are indeed nerds, giant stompy robot nerds. So today we are going to do another kind of like training simulation sort of playtest thing. We've got a new player who will introduce himself here in a moment, who needs to kind of get familiarized with the rules. So we're going to take the opportunity to do that, and never hurts to kick the wheels a little bit more whenever possible. So, having said all that, hi everybody. My name's Ben. Ben Ravensdale, for those of you who care about all that stuff. I'm going to be the GM for tonight, and I'm going to be trying to murderize the two pilots that we have here today. Let's go ahead and start with the new player first.
Hi, I'm Eric. Nice to meet everybody.
Do you want to do a quick intro to your character, Eric?
Oh, sure. My character is Nicolas Rochefort. When he was young, the planet he lived on was invaded by the Draconis Combine. He joined a underground resistance movement and fought against them until they were driven off by the Alliance. He since has joined the Alliance military. He started off in covert ops, but after helping to capture a mech, he is now a mech warrior.
All right. Welcome to the Lance. Always good to have another Draconis Combine, or an enemy of the Draconis Combine on board. And our other player, please.
How's it going? I'm Travis, and I will be playing Archer West, the Outworlds Alliance veteran pilot that we got introduced to the last time we were able to meet.
All right. And last time we were piloting, I think it was all medium mechs on the player side. And it was a lance of 3 mediums against 2 mediums, 2 lights on the AI side. Went pretty well. I think only one player pilot got taken out, and that was one of the clanners. That was Eula, I believe, or no, maybe it was Tovar. I forget which was which.
It was Tovar.
It was Tovar. That's right. Okay. Tonight, we're going to do things just a little bit differently because one of the things we have not done yet in the game is play around with heavy mechs too much. So we are going to be letting our 2 player pilots pilot some heavy mechs, and so there's going to be 2 of them. And I'm throwing them up against a lance of 4 medium mechs, which might be a little bit on the tough side. But I mean, it's just a simulation, so it's okay if it doesn't go well. Heavy mechs, as the name implies, are heavier than medium mechs. They tend to have more armor. You can see there, and the Thunderbolt in particular has a lot of armor. They tend to have more weapons, so they can put out more damage and they can take more damage. Medium mechs, of course, being a little bit lighter, are usually a little bit faster. I went ahead and I grabbed 4 medium mechs that we have not seen on the board yet. So this will be a brand new kind of reveal for 6 different mechs this evening. On the player side, we have Nicholas in the Thunderbolt, and we have Archer in the Dragon. And then on the AI side, we have a hunchback, a crab, a kintaro, and a dervish. Went for a mix of different builds and different roles. So I think that it's a pretty effective lance. We'll have to see how they do. Questions from the players before we get started?
This is just a training exercise, correct?
Yep, just a simulation. You're in a simulation pod playing a computer game, basically.
Cool. All right.
It's all about unit cohesion, making sure that you guys can work together well. So yeah, I started you guys off on the opposite side of the map from last time, so you don't have access to those nice convenient pools of water, but that's okay. I'm sure you guys will manage. So I think first things first is I should mention for everybody who is joining us that has never seen this before, this is a homebrew Battletech Fate mashup thing, so the rules are still, being tweaked just a little bit as we go through if I notice something really wrong with something, so just keep that in mind. Having said that, we have to do initiative. So, I need you both to roll me piloting, please. So that'll be on your character's sheet. And then add a bonus equal to your mech's sensors rating, which is going to be on your mech sheet. So you should both have your mech character sheets in the journal. So let me know if you can't access those for some reason. Archer with a great on the initiative.
Is there an easy way to modify a skill roll?
Sadly, no. You basically just click it and we'll just mentally add the extra, whatever the bonus is.
+1 to whatever I got then.
Okay. So you got a 4 total. Archer, what is the sensors rating on your dragon? I think it's +2?
Yeah, I wrote a 6 on there, right under it for the total.
Oh, I see it. My bad.
No
so
worries.
6 and 4. So let me move that over there. And got everything ready except for my notebook, which, of course. My poor notebook. I'm running like 4 different games out of it, and it's starting to get confused. It's having an identity crisis at this point. There we go.
Didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
No, you're good. So, for initiative, we've got Archer. We've got Nicholas. We've got the... I want to do this in alphabetical order because I'm a nerd that way. Crab. Dervish. Hunchback. And Kintaro. So Archer got a 6. Nicholas got a 4, I think is what you said the total was? Yep, 4. Okay. And so then for the other dudes, we're going to have to do just an... we'll do it this way. Woo, that's plus sensors is 8 for the crab. That's that crab is going first. Oof, that is a 1 for the dervish. Not so hot. Hunchback is rocking a 3. And the Kintaro is going to get a 3 as well. Alright, so we've got Crab, Archer, we'll go Kintaro, Nicholas, Hunchback, and Dervish. Okay, so We do movement first, and that's in order of whoever has the lowest initiative. And we'll do all the movement going up to the top, to the last person, and then we'll go back the other way when we do the actual shooting stuff. So the dervish is going to go first. He's going to roll... Well, let's see. You guys are pretty far away. How many squares is that? Or hexes, I guess, technically. Sorry for the kind of frenetic zooming out here, folks. It's kind of necessary. So 140, what's that? 28 hexes, I think. So, whoops. I meant to zoom in, and I zoomed out. Made it even more difficult to see things. Okay, so 28 hexes, and the weapon ranges. Aha, there we go. It's 12 to 20. Okay, so he is going to need to move. He's got an accelerate of 3, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. Facing does matter, so we're going to make sure that we face properly. I should have done that to begin with. He's going to face there. He's going to face there. And he's going to face there. Okay. The dervish has how much maneuver? So 3. So he would have been able to do that, no problem. He's going to go ahead and he is going to sprint. So he's going to roll. Oh, actually, does he have jumps? Jump jets? He does. Does he want to jump or does he want to sprint? Jumping isn't really necessary. He's going to sprint. So he's going to roll accelerate to get some extra movement. That's as far as he can go. Okay. So that's a total of a 2. So he's going to get 2 extra square or 2 extra hexes. He's going to continue moving in that direction. He's heading for some tree cover. You know what? He's going to actually go ahead and tag the smooth terrain here so that he gets a little bit of a bonus on that roll. So he's going to get a +2 bonus, and that will have been tagged. So he's going to move 2 more to go there. He takes a stability for having sprinted, and that'll be it. The hunchback is going to go next. So the hunchback has an accelerate of only 2, and a oh wait, why does this not have maneuver? Hold on, something got missed here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15, 25. I have to check my source document that I have everything in later, but I'll leave it at that for now. So he's going to go 1, 2, and then he's going to change his facing, and he's also going to sprint because he wants to get in as quickly as possible. That's only a 1, so he takes 1 extra movement, and he takes 1 stability for sprinting. And all right, Nicholas, it is your turn to move. We're going to pan the camera over to take a look at our pilots here.
And I can move through the trees, yes?
Yes, correct. It doesn't cause you any trouble. So you have an accelerator of 2, so you move 2 hexes automatically. You can choose to sprint as well if you want to, and then you would roll accelerate and move however many. The number of shifts you generate is how much extra you move. What is your character's pilot rating, if I may ask?
Pilot rating is at 2 plus fair.
Okay, so then you don't get any bonuses to piloting this mech. So the accelerate is just going to be rolled with the normal accelerate bonus if you decide to sprint.
Move forward 2 into the trees.
Okay. You know what? I am going to. And then, do you have? You don't have jump jets. That would be ridiculous. So, would you like to sprint, or are you going to stay where you are?
I think I'll stay right where I am.
Okay, playing it safe. I like it. Then we're going to go to the Kintaro. So the Kintaro is accelerator 2. So 1, 2. And the Kintaro will also accelerate. These guys are hungry for blood. Ooh, that is a 4 total. So he is going to change his facing. 1, 2, 3. And one more time. 4. So the Kintaro is going to take 1 stability as well. And that'll be that. Archer, your turn to move in the dragon.
Okay. Remind me, Ben, if we sprint, we can't fire, right? Or what was the... I know there was like some kind of downside to sprinting. Is it just you take stability, or do you not get into...
You take stability damage, yeah. And
Okay.
you don't clear your stability at the end of the turn, so...
Right, okay.
Just first round of combat, not as big a deal, but...
So his movement is 3. That's not bad.
Yeah, for a heavy mech, it's pretty good.
1, 2, 3. And then, you know what? I'll sprint. Let's go ahead and do that.
Okay.
So, accelerate. So that's a 2.
Yeah, because your pilot is higher than good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, that gives you a +1 bonus on that. So that gives you 2 more spaces, and yep, change your facing. Okay.
Yep, that's my turn.
So
Or my movement.
That's going to be... He's going to be within 20 hexes. He's going to be at 18 hexes, I think. I'm not sure about the dervish, but I'll figure that out in a minute. All right, the crab is going to move last. He also only has an accelerator of 2. He's not a very speedy boy, but that's okay. Crabs scuttle. They don't sprint. And he will go ahead and roll, a -1. Okay. Well, that is unfortunate. He will take a stability without going anywhere. But that's just the way that cookie crumbles sometimes. All right, so now he gets to attack, but the question is, what is his range? Long range, which I don't think he's going to be able to hit anybody. Oops, that's the wrong one. It's mech attacks. 12 hexes, yeah. So got to be within 60. Yeah, no, that's a definite no. All right, so the crab is going to pass on shooting. Archer, you can attack if you would like.
Yeah, sure. We'll give it a whirl. I've got
I think
medium to extreme range missiles. So everybody I think is within range except for the crab. I don't think the crab is.
The
crab might
actually,
be.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and I'll take a shot at the Kintaro coming right up the middle there with my missiles.
Okay. So go ahead and make that roll, and
A 0.
A 0.
And then do I get to add anything to it?
So you do get a +1 if you are if your gunnery
is higher,
than,
right?
Yeah.
My gunnery is higher than that, so it's a 1.
Okay. Now you can also spend fate points if you would like to re-roll, or if you would like to get
I will
bonus
use a
of
fate
2.
point. I'll use a fate point to re-roll.
Okay. Yeah, you got a negative and 3 neutrals, so that's probably a.
So that's a 3.
All right. And did you go back up to your total fate points? You should have had. I don't think
3.
You have any
I'm down to
stuns,
2 now.
Okay, perfect. Just
I don't have any stunts.
yeah, we haven't picked those yet. Okay, so that's 3, and so the Kintaro is gonna try to dodge that. He's gonna roll his maneuver, which Kintaro's are reasonably good. See, he's not that good at it. That's a bunch of minuses on that roll. So that's a -1.
Hooray!
So that's technically 4. Um, I mean, he'll go ahead and take off
And then
his.
missiles are technically the cheat code, right? So I don't take any heat or ballistic, right? Or stability from them.
You do take. So he's gonna take stability because he took damage from a missile. You do take. Sorry, where is? You take 1 heat because it's your missile rating
Okay.
-1 to a minimum of 1.
Got it.
So.
That's fine.
All right, so that is your attack. Moving down to the Kintaro. The Kintaro is. Does the Kintaro have anything at long? Or yeah, he does, but it's. I mean, he's gonna do it. He's gonna go ahead and fire his LRMs back at you, Archer. I think that's all he can. Yep.
Does the tree provide me any cover?
Let's see. So that was for those guys. Yeah, we'll say that there's a tree cover tag there if you want to use it.
Cool.
So he got a total of 1. Wow. 4
Okay.
negatives and 4
What-
neutrals. That means my next roll is going to be 4 positives.
And what do you roll for that maneuver?
Maneuver. Yep. And if your piloting is higher than your max maneuver, you get an extra +1 to it.
Yeah, so that's a 4 total.
Okay, yeah, you're okay. I think he's only launching. What does he have? Yeah, he's only got an LRM-5, so it's only 5 missiles. It's not hard to dodge out of the way of those. That was fairly lackluster turn on the Kintaro's part, but that's okay. Nicholas, it is your turn if you are in range to shoot anybody.
I can send some long extreme missiles down towards the Kintaro.
All right, Kintaro then is going to roll maneuver again. Go ahead and roll your attack.
I roll gunnery.
Nope. You're going to actually use the missiles rating on the mech.
Okay.
But if your gunnery is higher than that weapon rating, then you get a bonus of +1.
Gotcha. All right, there will be a +1 on this.
Holy!
Does the Kintaro get to roll to dodge since it tried to dodge my missiles?
It does, but it takes a penalty.
Got it.
So that's going to be 2
Against my 6.
against your 6. Good lord. This is what I've found every time I've run this game, is that my rolls are just terrible. So that's going to be... Ugh.
The perfect DM.
Okay, so I'm going to have to use a mild consequence here to shave 2 off that. So that was 4. -2 for the consequence is going to be 2 points of armor stress. And then, let's see. We're going to go pilot rattled is the aspect that we'll give to that Kintaro. All right, so that was your... make sure... Oh, he's also going to take another stability. Make sure to take a heat, please, Nicholas.
You?
The Hunchback is not going to be in range for any of his weapons. Yeah, not at all. So he's not going to do anything. And the Dervish is... Let's see, the Dervish has... Yeah, the Dervish is going to go ahead and fire his LRMs at the Dragon. So I'll need another maneuver roll from you after I do a... all right. Yeah, wow, another 4 neutrals again. And that's going to be at -1. It doesn't matter because you still beat him, so yeah, there we go. That is spectacular. Let's see, Sav. Cheer, yeah. You're cheering for the DM's ineptitude, but that's okay. So yeah, you move out of the way there. The dervish takes 1 heat. Let's see. Oh wait, the Kintaro should have also taken 1 heat. Okay. All right, so we are going to go into the end of the combat round. So what we're going to do is we're going to check for stability. You didn't take any stability, Nicholas, so you're good. Archer, you sprinted, so you took 1 stability, but you sprinted, so you don't get to clear it this turn. Yeah, so we're done for stability. We're going to roll over into the next turn. First thing we're going to do is we're going to do heat management. So we'll start with the players. So at the start of a round of combat, you clear off a number of boxes of stress from your heat track equal to the max heat rating. So basically, look at your max heat rating and clear off that many boxes of heat. I mean, it's just going to be 1 because nobody has generated more heat than 1 this last round. But, you know, just to make sure we're keeping track of it. Kintaro also generated, but the other guys did not. All right, so yeah, now we're going to jump back into rolling initiative again. So go ahead and do that. It's going to be, again, your character's pilot rating plus whatever your max sensors is. We'll give you that number. These guys just do that plus their sensors. So that's going to be 5 for the crab. Okay. And once you guys have your number, please just let me know what it is. 1 for Nicholas.
Okay. -1.
-1. Oh, goodness. Okay. Let's see.
6.
6 again for Archer. Okay. The Dervish has got a 3 plus 1 is 4. Hunchback is going to get that plus 1 is 2. And the Kintaro is going to get a 4. Okay. All right, so we're going to go in terms of like highest initiative. Archer got the highest, then the crab, then the dervish, then the Kintaro, then Nicholas, then the hunchback. Okay, so the hunchback is going to go first as far as moving goes. He is going to... Does he want to... Hello, Betty. How are you? Thank you very much for joining us. Good evening. Does he want to sprint again? Is that a smart move for him? You know what? He is going to... He's going to walk. So he's just going to go forward 2 hexes to there. Yep. And then he is going to go ahead and make a piloting roll to clear off. Oh no, it's a stability roll. Modified by piloting. Okay, so he'll clear off that 1 stability. But he gets a little bit closer to bring that weapon into range. Nicholas, it is your turn to move next. I got a notification. What is this? Aw. My wife is visiting her mom for her mom's birthday down in the Caribbean for the next week or 2. next 10 days, 9 days, which is, it's always weird for me because like our house in California was small enough that it was like, it still felt, cozy. This house is huge, the one that we have in New York, so it feels very, very empty when the only other person who lives here isn't here, even with the cats here. It's kind of unnerving. Anyways, sorry, little tangent.
Nicholas is sprinting, so got a +3.
Alrighty. So keep in mind that you're facing. So basically, you're always going to move in the direction of your facing, but your maneuver rating lets you change your facing during a movement. So the number of times, like whatever your maneuver rating is, that's how many times you can change facing as part of your movement.
Okay, then what I'm doing is cool because I'll move here and then I'll rotate back.
Perfect.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Did you already, and you rolled your accelerate, so okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Just make sure to knock off a stability stress for the sprint, and we should be good. For all of you who are just joining us, welcome. Thank you very much for being here. This is our Battletech Fate homebrew mashup Frankenstein thing. And we're just kind of doing a little bit of a kicking of the tires playtest training simulation thing. So we've got 2 heavy mechs, those are the players, against 4 AI simulation mechs, 4 medium mechs, which are all being run by me. So that was...
Members, I'm Eric.
Oh, yes. For those of you who might have been here last week, there is a new face. That is Eric playing Nicholas. All right, so that was your movement, which means the Kintaro is going to move next. The Kintaro is in bad shape, but the Kintaro is still going to move. He's going to move 2. 1, 2. And then he's also going to roll piloting, or stability, I mean, to clear off some stress. And, oh, wow, 3. So he's able to clear off 3 stability stress. That actually worked out really well for him, because otherwise he was going to take a tumble. The Dervish is next. The Dervish is going to, let's see, accelerate 3, maneuver 3, is going to go 1, 2, use change facing to go, actually, no, I take that back. He's going to go 1 more this way, then he's going to change facing. And you know what? He's going to... He's going to stay where he is, because he has this little bit of tree cover here that he wants to make use of. So, let's see here. He's going to go ahead and roll stability to... Alright, so he does clear off 1 stability. It's 0, but modified by his piloting. So that will give him a +1 to clear off a stability. That is the end for him. Then it is the crab, and then it'll be Archer. I forgot Archer rolled really well on... you know what? The crab is going to go ahead and accelerate. He wants to get within range. So he's got 1, 2 movement, and then he got a 4. So 1, 2. He's going to change facing 3, 4. He's going to come up right behind the Kintaro to back him up. And Archer, it is your turn to move.
All right, I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3. Adjust my face. Actually, I'm gonna leave my facing because everyone's still on my arc there, so that's good. I'm not gonna sprint, so I'm gonna roll stability to try to clear stability.
Okay.
Yep, plus my piloting, that clears my 1 stability.
Perfect.
And that's my movement.
Okay. Rolling right over into the attack phase. Something I should mention is that I guess this is technically it's movement and then action is the other thing, because you can, instead of attacking, you can always use sensors to try to in the Fate tradition. You can always try to apply tags or aspects, temporary aspects to enemies. So something else to keep in mind: you don't always have to be shooting weapons. You can use your sensors instead. Sorry. Please continue, Archer.
Uh, he's in range, so I'm gonna Alpha Strike the Kintaro,
All right. So
and then
Alpha Strike.
I'm gonna tag his consequence,
Okay. So an
and
Alpha Strike
then
for you is going to be
should be
probably,
all of them
yeah. So it's going to be
except for
one
except
heat.
for energy. I don't think. Yeah,
Oh, let's see. That is a good
I don't think
point.
I'm in range. Medium is 6x's. I don't think I'm 6x's away.
No, you are. What is that?
It's 8.
Like, yeah, it's
So
like 8. Not.
yeah,
It's like 9. It's like 9 hexes, I think. Like 9 or 10 hexes,
yeah.
basically. Okay, so in that case, you can do ballistic +1 for your missiles, and then +1 for your gunnery skill as well.
Yeah, I'll do that. And then like I said, I'm gonna tag his consequence.
Okay.
And then, I want to be mean. Can I tag my survivalist aspect as well?
Um, sure. How to explain how that kind of fits into the situation, like why it's applicable.
Trying to put him down as quick as possible since we're outnumbered.
Yeah, that makes sense. Kind of focusing on one target to take him out of the fight. Um, yeah, go
So it'd be a
ahead.
+5 to my roll. It'd be a +5 to my roll, right?
Yeah, so it's going to be ballistics. It's going to be +1, +2, +3, 4. It's actually going to be +6 because the
Oh,
aspect
okay, nice.
that you tag on him gives you 2. The aspect you tag on yourself
Yeah,
gives you 2. You get +1 for
yeah.
the alpha strike, and then another +1 because of your gunnery. So
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, here we go. Big bunny. It's a 7. Could have been better. That's okay.
it's still pretty good. So you take 1 stability because you fired a ballistic weapon.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to take a
Mm-hmm.
total of 1 heat for the ballistic
2
weapon,
heat, right?
+1 for the extra weapon that you included. Um, and I'm thinking that I'm going to have alpha strikes. Like any, I think.
Is it an alpha strike though? I didn't fire my
No, it's
lasers.
not. That's why I was stopping. So yeah, it's going to be 2 heat.
Got it.
All right. Hello, Chloe. Welcome, welcome. Yes, it's a new show. It's Battletech. And technically, we've run one of these so far, but it was also a simulation. So we should have the full lance together for the next game, which will be 2 weeks from tonight. So that'll be fun. All right. Well, the Kintaro, needs to roll maneuver 2. So that was 7. So it bumps it down to 5. So he is going to take a mild consequence and tick off his level 1 armor stress. So he's going to take a moderate consequence. His mild consequence was used but still exists. Moderate consequence, let's say we've got... we'll call it critical weapon damage. So dodging an attack from him, you can tag that to get a couple extra points on the roll. All right, excellent attack. That was a fantastic roll on your part. The crab is going to go next, and the crab is at, I think. That does not make sense. Hold on one second. 2 large lasers. So I see what that's supposed to be. It's supposed to be that. Which I'm wondering if that's actually. rate it short to medium. Because it has... Oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Actually, no, it doesn't. Sorry, like I said, stuff is going to get tweaked as we go. Ba-boom, there we go. All right, so he is going to go ahead and fire his large lasers at every freaking time. This is at the dragon. So I'm going to need a maneuver roll from Archer. Okay. So, and then he is going to take 2 heat. So 1, 2, and there we go. All right. So we have the crab. The dervish is going to go next. How far is the dervish? That's 10 hexes. So he's within long range. I don't think that really makes too much of a difference. I think he can still only do missiles. Yeah. So he is going to go ahead and shoot at you with his missiles at long range. So that is going to be a 3. You need to give me a maneuver roll. You're going to take a -1 because of the fact that you've already dodged 1 attack.
But I still add my +1 for piloting, right?
Yeah, so those will basically cancel each other out.
Okay. Can I tag the tree cover?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll tag the tree cover for me.
Okay, so that is going to be this set of tree cover. Okay.
Oh, I guess I didn't need to do that. That's fine.
I know it's a random number generator and it's just confirmation bias. I'm aware of this fact, but this is ridiculous. The number of times like I just roll like all negatives or all neutrals and you guys manage to just roll all the all positive results is insane. So that was the dervish. The Kintaro is going to go next. The Kintaro is going to go ahead and shoot at the dragon because again, focused on still at long range. That's unfortunate. The Kintaro is just rocking some missiles. So I will need, that's not even going to matter. I will need 1 more maneuver roll from you. This one at a -2 Archer.
Or a -1.
Oh yeah, I guess ultimately -1.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
So 1 -1 is 0. You take 1 point of armor stress. A couple missiles slam into your... Actually, technically, you could tag his critical weapon damage aspect.
You know what? I'm going to. I'm going to. Just
Okay.
because.
All right, so that has been used. Okay. And he does take 1 heat. All right, that is unfortunate for him. Nicholas, you are up next.
Just gonna send some more missiles down at that guitar.
Okay. Just a constant rain of missiles. Just
Yeah.
is your gunnery is higher than your missiles rating, right?
That is correct.
Okay, so that's 5 total. All right, so the Kintaro has to make a maneuver roll. That's a 3, so he takes 2. So he has to mark off his level 3 armor stress.
Doesn't he take a negative because I shot at him?
Oh yes, he does. But either way, so it was 2 or 3. He's only got a 3 box left, so it takes off his 3 armor box. Make sure to apply heat for firing those missiles, please, Nicholas. And then our Hunchback friend. You know what? The Hunchback is going to change things up just a little bit. It doesn't have the best sensors rating, but is going to go ahead and give it a try anyways, because he can't shoot at you. He is going to try and hit... he's going to try to hit the Thunderbolt with a sensors jammed aspect. So he's going to do a sensors roll, only a 2, because 3 of them were neutral. So I need you to give me a sensors roll, please, Nicholas, modified by your operations. So if your operations skill is higher than your mech sensors rating, you get a bonus to it, a +1.
It is not.
Okay. Ooh, success. All right. So yeah, go ahead and apply a sensors jammed temporary aspect to your mech, which means on your next attack, they'll be able to tag that for free to reduce your accuracy. All right. And that is going to be that. Let's move into stability if we need to. Oh, wait, hold on. The Kintaro took 2 hits from missiles, so would have taken 2 more stability. Can't clear those yet. The crab sprinted? The crab sprinted, took the stability. The dervish cleared stability, doesn't have to worry about taking any. Okay, so we're good there. I think Nicholas sprinted, so you got 1 stability, but you can't clear it. So stability should be done moving into the next round. Let's take a look at heat real quick. So the crab is going to dissipate 2 heat. The dervish is going to dissipate 1 heat. The Kintaro is going to dissipate 1 heat. And the Hunchback didn't generate any. You guys...
Cleared my heat. I only had 1.
You only had 1. Nicholas, I think... Or Archer had 2, but I think you clear it because your mech's heat rating is a 2.
I don't think it's clear 1. Heat rating's 1.
Oh, wow, I forgot. Yeah, dragons run a little bit hot. Okay. All right, well, I'm sure you'll be fine. All right, so moving into initiative. Go ahead and roll it and let me know what you get. The crab is rocking a total of a 3, so the crab's getting worse and worse as time goes on.
I got a 7.
Okay. The dervish got a 6. Archer got a 7.
I'm rolling after. I'm sorry.
So it's going to be your piloting from your character sheet, and then add your sensors rating for your mech.
That's right. That's right.
4 for the Hunchback.
Oh, sensors rating, I got a 9, sorry.
What did you... What? So you... the only thing you add is your sensors rating.
The 8, sorry, an 8.
Yeah, okay.
Not a 7, an 8. I'm an 8.
Gotcha. 8. Cool. And I need to do the Kintaro. And Nicholas, what'd you get?
Total of 3.
Okay. And the Kintaro is going to go... This poor, poor Kintaro. 3. Okay. So, the order is going to be... well, Archer, for sure. Then the Dervish. Then the Hunchback. Then Nicholas. Then the Kintaro. And then the crab. Okay. Yeah, fun times for them. The crab is going to move first. The crab does not have... has 1 stability. Accelerate 2. You know what? The crab is going to go ahead and sprint. So, perfect. That's all he needed. He just wanted to get into this water. And he's going to change his facing there. Let's see. He's going to take one more stability, but that's okay. And then we are going to do the Kintaro, who is in rough shape. Kintaro is going to... The Kintaro is in really rough shape. Kintaro is going to go ahead and move 1. Ah. 2. So the Kintaro is going to like also run into the water with the crab, and is going to then roll stability. That's a 0, so he doesn't get to clear any stability, which is unfortunate for him. And Nicholas, it is your turn to move.
Okay. Definitely the 3, 4, 2. No, I will stay there.
Okay. In that case, you can go ahead and roll stability to see if you clear... Okay, yeah, you clear that one stability that you had. Perfect. The Hunchback is going to go. The Hunchback is going to... 1, 2, and then... So what is that? 9? Yep, 9. The Hunchback is going to go ahead and sprint. For number 2, it's going to go. You know what? He's actually... Oh, the smooth terrain was already tagged, so never mind. He can't do that. He's going to go there, and he is going to take a stability. Got it. Okay. Last but not least is our friend the Dervish. The Dervish is sitting on no stability damage. He's just going to move forward 2. Even though he can go 3, he again wants to continue using that tree cover. And that's going to be it. Archer, it's your turn to move.
Okay. I will just move to there.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. I had 2 heat. Yeah, let's do a ballistic. Now, what the heck? What happens if I...
You just walked, right? So you should be able to clear,
Yeah.
roll for stability.
Yeah.
If you have stability.
Um,
Okay, yeah, you're good.
So what happens if I go from heat to excess heat?
So if you go into excess heat, then we start looking at... Okay. So at the start of your turn, or at the start of the round of combat, obviously you clear heat off for your heat rating. If after clearing off the excess or the requisite number of boxes, your heat track is still in the excess heat range, then you suffer from overheating, which means you can choose to forego your turn on this round to suffer a temporary consequence of emergency shutdown. It clears all of your heat with no roll, but obviously they can tag that aspect for free against you during that round. So it's it's risky. You can do an emergency vent where you basically make a heat roll at the beginning of the round of combat. Like after you manage your heat, if you still have excess heat, then you can do a roll to try to vent some of it. If you fail, you take an actual consequence. depending on the excess heat that you still have. Or you can take a pilot overheat, which is where your pilot takes a heat-related consequence instead of the mech taking a consequence. It's just preventing the mech from taking that damage. So
I should be good. So I got 2 heat boxes left. It'll push me into 1, but then when we go into the round, it'll vent me back down to my 3. So
okay,
I'm gonna take the risk and go ahead and alpha strike the Kintaro
okay, sounds good.
because everything is in range now.
Stolen Fires, I am cozy. It's nice. Normally my basement is actually really warm, but it's so cold here in New York right now that it's chilly. So I'm glad for the hoodie. Um, Go ahead and make your roll.
And it has the moderate consequence that can be tagged, right?
No, because
Okay.
that was
Oh,
one that
that's
you
the
can
weapon.
tag
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
defensive thing. Yeah. So
Got it. Okay. Sure. Ooh, I'm gonna spend a fate
oof.
point and try to reroll.
Okay. I think that's your last fate point, right?
I have 1 left.
Oh, you have one left. Okay.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. And that's
And
plus
that's
3, right?
2 plus 3. Yeah.
Okay, so total is 6. The Kintaro is going to roll. Come on. Hey, there we go. So the Kintaro is still up, just barely. We're gonna say, um, what's a good severe consequence for this? How about this? We'll say left torso destroyed. Actually, hold on a second. Where are all of their? Left arm system. No, we'll say right torso destroyed. Okay. So that can be used to basically adjust either an attack against you guys or an attack against the Kintaro, because obviously it would have lost some weapons, but also its structure is exposed, and so we'll kind of call it either direction. Oh, and it's gonna take. Ouch. Okay, it's at 4 stability out of 4 stability stress. So, let's see. Okay, but it's only if he goes over his stability threshold that he is going to get knocked down. I'm sure that won't happen. Okay, the Dervish is going to go next, and the Dervish is within range to actually shoot at Archer correctly. So his missiles are good, and then he gets to add energy, so that's a +1. So he's going to go ahead and do that. He's gonna shoot at you with a bunch of missiles, long range and short range alike, as well as a couple of medium lasers. So that is going to be a total of a 4. I need you to please make me a maneuver roll to see whether or not you get hit. Oof. 3 negatives. You can spend a fate point to reroll if you would like.
No, I'm good.
Okay. So in that case, that's going to be 3. So that's going to be 4 points of 4 levels of damage. As a dragon, I know you've got a level 4 armor stress box, so there's that. Okay. And then you will take 1 level of stability damage for the missile impact. And okay, the Hunchback is going to do the same thing. He's going to shoot at you. So he kind of pivots, and his right side torso is holding an AC-20. And he's got a couple of medium lasers to add some pew-pews onto this. He is going to go ahead and shoot. This is going to be at a +1. So that's 6 total. Go ahead and give me a maneuver. -1 because of your... Oh, wait, hold on. Technically, the last attack should have been only 3 stress because your piloting is higher than your maneuver
Right.
on your mech.
Okay.
So that should go from a 4 stress to a 3 stress. But then this one is going to be plus or minus 0, so 5. That is going to be a 4 stress hit.
I am going to use my fate point to reroll this one.
Okay.
Ah, it's the same. Figures.
Oh.
All right, 4 stress. Got it.
You also are going to take a stability for getting hit, and actually go ahead and take a fate point back because I'm going to use the AC-20 stunt, or extra, I guess, to make you take 2 additional stability. Those AC-20s, man. All right, so that is the Hunchback. Nicholas, it is your turn.
I want to try and finish off that Kintaro, so I'm going to send some more missiles this way.
Just missiles. You're within medium range, so you can fire other stuff if you would like.
I thought I was just outside of medium range.
No, you are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're at 7.
Yeah, you're good.
7 hexes, so that's within medium.
Okay.
You can also tag the aspect.
Yeah.
He does. He is going to tag your sensors scrambled though, temporary aspect. So those basically will cancel each other out.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll tag his as well then. Yeah.
Okay. So that's been used. Yours goes away. All right. So if you want to generate a bunch of heat, you could do an alpha strike.
Yeah.
You could just max out your heat scale without going into excess heat if you just wanted to attack with your energy and your missiles would be an option.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Okay. So then that is going to be 3 heat. So that'll fill up your heat track. And then go ahead and roll your energy and add 1 to that. 4. Okay. So the Kintaro is going to roll a... do you want to spend a fate point to re-roll that, by the way? Because you had 3 neutrals on that roll.
I could also spend a fate point just to add 2, yes?
That's true, yes. You could do that as well.
I think I'll do that.
Okay. So that, which aspect are you tagging?
Oh,
I think I know which one, but...
Oh, violence is always the answer.
Exactly, yep. Violence is always the answer. More weapons. Alright, so that is going to be a total of 6 from you. He is going to do a... It finally happened! It finally happened, ladies and gentlemen! I actually got a good roll. The Kintaro also gets 6. So... Let's see. Thunderbolt, what are you rocking? You're rocking a large laser and 3 medium lasers. Plus an LRM-15 and an SRM-2.
Didn't the Kintaro get a 5 technically? Because I
Um,
shot at it.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
you, Arthur.
technically it did. Well, I can't really do anything about that, so, yeah. The Kintaro, as this barrage of laser fire, like, like sapphire light blazes past it, and these little jolts of, like, emerald medium lasers, tracking it but missing, and it manages to, like, dodge through the entire rain of 15 LRMs, and then just the 2 short-range missiles from the SRM-2, like right into the gap in its torso, and it explodes. So I don't need to worry about him anymore. That Kintaro has been cored. Luckily, it's a simulation. You don't have to worry about salvage. So, all right. So he is dead. I can cross him off the list. I don't have to worry about that. Just make sure you track your heat, which I think you already did. And then we will go into the crab's turn. The crab has not had the chance to shoot everything yet. He's definitely going to, though. The question is... I mean, I think he's got to go for the dragon, right? Like, focus fire. That's the name of the game. All right, so he is going to go ahead, and he is going to roll his energy at great. I will need a maneuver roll from you, please, Archer. And I don't remember, is that at -1 or -2?
It's at -1. It's at -1 because of my piloting.
Right, so total of -1, yeah. So 6. Oh, wow. Of course. Of course. All right. Well, that's just the way it works. So he is going to take... I'm going to have to... Definitely going to have to work on that because that doesn't make a whole lot of sense from a heat perspective. All right. See, this is why we kick the tires and playtest things, because you identify things that don't work. I'm actually going to make a quick note. Heat. Specifically, the crab generates 2. Sorry, just going to jot down a little thought that I'm having. Yeah, I think that's how we're going to do that. Okay, I think that's a solution, but I'll play around with it in between now and the next game. So, the crab went. That is going to be the end of that round. So we're going to go into the next one. Well, this should snowball fairly quickly. All right, so let's go ahead and roll some, or actually, sorry, stability. Let me just check. The crab sprinted, so he's good. Oh wait, the hunchback should take another stability because he fired a ballistic weapon. And the dervish doesn't have to worry about it. Okay. Have you guys cleared your stability?
Yes.
If appropriate? Okay. Going into the next round, we're going to look at heat. The crab is going to... I don't like that. We're going to say that the crab is going to tag the water aspect in order to clear all of the heat that he would have generated. All right, and then dervish. Oh wait, the dervish attacked with everything, so it should have been 2, 3. So that should be 1, 2, 3, and then it gets rid of 2 for the beginning of this round. Okay, and the hunchback. The hunchback. Oh, whoops. Also didn't. So that's 1 and then 2. But he only dissipates 1. Okay, cool. Got it. Hello, Sav. Very fancy study. Oh, do you mean my office? Is that what you mean? It's yeah, it's pretty swanky. I like it a lot. There's this smaller room that is my office. There's a globe that doubles as a mini bar. I actually don't, but I should probably get one. Now that you mention it, it's a good idea. I do have a nice leather chair with an ottoman in the corner. You know, I've got. I'm going to get a display case and put up a lot of my oddities here soon to kind of make it like sort of like a Call of Cthulhu inspired like arcane investigator like vibe in here. But this is like the side room is my office. The main basement is also wood paneled with like the built-in oil paintings. And that is what my wife and I are making into our arcade. We actually got our X-Men arcade cabinet between the last stream and this one. So it's like the 4-player old school X-Men arcade game. It's a newer one. So, like the internals are newer, so it's got like 50 other games in there. Some of which are great, some of which I've never heard of, but yeah, it's pretty cool. We're classy nerds apparently over here at my house. Anywho, sorry about that. You guys cleared off your heat?
Yes.
Perfect. In that case, we're going to do initiative again. So, Crab is going to do that plus sensors is a total of a 6. The Dervish is going to do that plus sensors is a total of a 3. You're dead. There we go. And the Hunchback is going to do that plus sensors, which is a total of a 1. Okay. What did you guys get?
I had a 6-spin.
All right.
I rolled a 4.
That's you keep rolling well for the initiative. I mean, that's not a bad thing. It means you get to shoot first.
Well, I think it's the only thing that's keeping me alive. I think.
It's definitely helped. Nicholas, what'd you get?
3.
Total of a 3. Okay. So 3. So we're gonna do Archer, Crab, Dervish, Nicholas, Hunchback. Hunchy. All right. The Hunchback is going to move first. The Hunchback is going to... the Hunchback is just going to rotate. He's going to stay where he is, and he's going to clear his stability. Nicholas, your turn to move.
Alright. Going to turn 1, 2, turn back.
Okay. The Dervish is going to go next. The Dervish is sitting on 1 heat, so he's got to be a little bit careful, but that's okay.
Nikolaj, who are we focusing on? Are we focusing on the Crab?
Crabber, Hunchback. I'll take your lead.
Okay, I'll figure it out.
The Dervish is just going to back up 1 to stay in that tree cover, and that's going to be it for him. The Crab gets to go. Does the Crab have stability damage? He does. 1, 2. No, he's going to do 1 and then move there. And then he's going to roll stability. Okay, so he clears off his stability. Crabs are very stable mechs. I like it. That is him. Archer, it is your turn to move. And then you can go right into shooting if you would like.
I would like that.
I mean, you can choose. You can choose not violence. That is an option. I'm just saying.
No, it's always violence. I'm gonna move here. And I'm gonna tag the cool water to vent some more heat.
So, are you able to? So where did you start? You started here, right?
Yeah, I can move 3.
You move 3. Oh, and what's your? Oh, and your maneuver's high enough that you can reorient. Yep. Okay, that's fair. Totally cool. All right. So, I'm gonna move over just a little bit. So you can't do that this round. That you would use the cool water next round during the heat management part.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to do something dumb then.
Yes.
How far is that? Yeah, he's just inside of it. So I'm going to Alpha Strike the crab.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. All right. So let's see. Crab is not the most maneuverable. That's fine. He'll be fine. It'll be okay. Go ahead and make your roll. Do your worst. Of course it's.
I did.
Of course
I
it's
did.
a good,
I did do
of
my
course
worst.
it's a good number. So that is
Oh,
going
that's
to
a
be.
6. Ooh,
It's
that's
an
an 8.
That's an 8. Yeah, of course.
Ooh. Oh dear.
Okay. Well, he's going to mark off his level 4 armor stress. He's going to take a moderate consequence. That moderate consequence is going to be... armor shredded. So that's probably not great for him, but I'm sure it'll turn out to be fine. I'm sure nothing bad could possibly happen here. So, well, if you're in medium range, that means he is 2. So he's going to go ahead and he's going to shoot at... How badly off are you? Yeah, he's definitely going to shoot at you. All right, so yeah, he's going to do that. Give me a maneuver roll, please. Oh, and he generates 3 heat. 1, 2, 3. All right. So that's a 3 total, correct?
It is, but I'm going to use my fate point to add 2, so it's a 5 total.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that and basically just tag the tree cover. Okay. So then that will miss you. Like a couple of lasers, like they kind of shooting through the foliage and everything like that. It kind of dissipates the energy a bit. So they kind of like reflect off your armor plates, but they don't hurt you.
Scary.
That is unfortunate for him. The dervish is going to go next. I'm pretty sure you are still in. Yep, you're still in his arc. Although 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so you can only shoot his long-range missiles at you. I will need you to please roll me a maneuver minus. Well, this is just a maneuver.
It's a straight. It's a straight 3.
Exactly. Straight 3. So 3. All right. That will also miss. Nicholas, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna put everything I can onto that crab in front of me.
All right.
That archer also shot at.
All right. I'm sure this will be fine. So wait a second. Hold on. If you're gonna fire everything, so you're gonna use energy +1 for missiles, +1 for ballistics. So that's gonna be that +2. Okay. Yeah, go for it. Let's see what. See how the bones roll.
How much total energy is that?
Oh, you mean heat?
Heat. Sorry. Yeah.
That's gonna be 2, 3, 4 heat.
Okay. Well, a little dangerous, but we'll live on the edge.
All right. Let's see how it goes.
And I roll the energy at +4, or
Yeah. So you're gonna roll your highest energy level or your highest weapon rating, and then you're gonna add 1 for each additional weapon you're firing. So.
heck
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
You know what? Let's free tag that shredded armor for a +2.
Yes.
even
Is your gunnery higher? Do you get to add 1 more for your gunnery?
No.
I do, yes.
Wait, no, your gunnery's not higher
no.
than 4.
It's not. No,
Yeah.
it's not. No.
I'm watching
okay,
you.
okay.
I forgot what I
Hey,
forgot what I was
What is
using.
that, a 12? That's a 12 though,
It's
right?
still a 10 actually. So it's +2 because of the alpha strike for the additional weapons, and then +2 more for the tag. So that's a 10.
Oh, 10. Okay.
Why? Please roll well. No, that's not well. That's terrible. Can he get out of this? He can actually technically survive this.
This doesn't kill the crab? Interesting.
That's okay. He'll go down next round.
So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's got to mark off his level 2 armor stress box and his mild and severe consequence.
Yeah, he's not making it.
So,
No.
we're going to say... so for mild, we'll say weapon crit. And for severe, we're going to say... yeah.
Let's go with the classic pilot exposed.
Actually, we're going to go with a coolant leak. So that's going to make it harder for him to dissipate heat next round.
Nice.
Assuming you guys choose to tag it for that.
Yeah, I think we'll just do that, yeah.
Okay. Ouch. All right, well, the Hunchback is going to get to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, he can't actually shoot at you with his... Well, I guess he's going to have to change it up. He's going to have to shoot at the Thunderbolt.
Oh man, I'm so upset by that.
I need a maneuver roll from you, please, Nicholas.
Yeah. Hey,
Yes.
not bad.
So that was actually +1, so that was a 4 against Nicholas. I'm sure your piloting is higher than your maneuver in that thing, though.
Yes.
Okay, so that...
No, it's wait, where's my maneuver? It's the same. It is the same.
Oh, then you don't get a bonus.
Aw.
Ha! You take 1 level of armor
No.
stress. That's right. Suck it.
Oh no.
I'm so annoyed. All right, so that was the end of that round. We're going into checking for... Oh, wait, hold on. The Hunchback actually would take 1 stability... Oh, you know what? You can take a fate point. Take 2 more points of stability damage because of the AC-20.
All right.
It's a glancing blow, but it still kind of like rocks you in the cockpit quite a bit, and you know, you gotta
So
be
3 points of stability total.
3 points total. Yeah, correct.
All right. Cool.
All right, so that is the end of that round. Going into the heat, the crab is going to dissipate 2 heat, except you guys are probably going to tag that coolant leak, I imagine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
So then
Yeah,
that reduces
absolutely.
the amount that he can dissipate by 2, so he doesn't get rid of any heat at all. That's really bad for crabs. They're not... poor crab. Okay, the Dervish is going to vent 1 heat. The Hunchback would have generated 1, 2 heat, and then dissipates 1, so that's going to be 2. He's not in great shape, but it'll be fine. Okay, initiative again, please.
Well, I should
So,
take off my heat.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I'm
I
gonna.
assumed you guys did that. Sorry. Yes, thank you.
So I'm gonna tag the cool water. How much heat do I dissipate for that?
You get an additional 2.
Nice.
I'm gonna roll my heat to try and vent.
All right, let's see here. Oh, did you already dissipate the heat that you were able to?
Yeah, it's 1, so I still have 1 excess heat.
Oh, yeah, okay. So in that case, this is modified by your operations. So if your operations is fair or better, you get a +1 to this roll, but go for it.
It is not. So.
Oof, okay.
Hey.
Let's see. The roll against a difficulty equal to your heat rating, a minimum of 1. So your heat rating is 4, and you only got a 3.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Sad. Okay, I didn't understand that. I thought it was just okay. Yeah.
Fate point. Fate point.
Yeah, you can spend a fate point if you want.
Yeah.
Let's see. What fate point would what aspect is going to make sense for you?
Probably what would Simone do? Just because, you know, whenever she talks about like her dropship, you know.
Okay.
A couple things that somehow relate to dumping heat on a mech.
The way I kind of imagine that coming into play is Nicholas being like, okay, Simone would tell me to play it cool in this situation. Focus on this. So, okay, yeah, you are able to successfully vent heat. So that is good for you because that could have been fun otherwise. All right, initiative, accelerate. Oof, the crab's only going on.
So I clear 1 heat then?
Oh, sorry. Let me just take a quick look to make sure I get this right. Scored above the difficulty allows you to clear 1 heat box of heat immediately. But if you make any attacks, the mech immediately takes a con. Yes, correct.
But I can't. So if I attack, I'm
If you attack, you take a consequence. Yeah, basically, like it cooks your internals a little bit.
Gotcha.
Which, I mean, hey, maybe it'll be worth it.
Okay.
Archer, what is that? An 8 for you? No, a 9. No,
It's
7.
7.
Sorry, 7.
7.
I can do basic
I'm,
math.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that my high rolls are annoying you. I can't help
No,
it.
it's fine. Don't worry about it. Let's see. What is that? A 4 for you, Nicholas?
C. That is correct.
The dervish is going to get a 5. Okay. And then the hunchback. Good old hunchy. Going to get a 3. Now, the hunchback is consistent. We'll say that. Although, so is Archer. Like I don't think you've rolled lower than a 6 for your initiative this entire combat.
No, a 6. The 6 is the lowest I've gotten.
That's pretty awesome. So Archer, and then the dervish, and then so Archer, dervish, Nicholas, crab, hunchback. Okay. So the hunchback is going to move first. The hunchback has taken 1 stability. It's going to 1, 2, and then it's going to change its facing to there, and then it's going to roll to try and clear stability, which it does with no problem. Okay. The crab. Well, the crab is in trouble. Oh, you know what? We're gonna do something fun. We haven't done this yet. Let's see. The crab is going to try to get in a melee attack on.
Oh, I knew it. You're taking my move.
On the Thunderbolt. Well, yeah. So let's see. He gets to move. What is that? 2. So he's going to go 1, 2.
Do melees go outside of the normal attack?
No, I'm going to attempt to save you by killing him before he can do it.
Cool.
Yeah, actually, I need to. Yeah, so the way melee works is basically it's not ideal when you're going low in the movement, because if the target that you're going for moves, then that's going to make that a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
So where do I want him to end up? Let's see. He doesn't have any stability, so he's going to sprint. So he gets 2 more movement. He's going to go there. So either he hits you in melee if you stay there, or he's more likely going to be shooting you in the back, which is also a good thing for him. Unless, of course, he dies, which is also very possible. So that's the crab. Nicholas, it's your move.
I can't back up, can I? Just
Actually,
reverse?
you can, but to go backwards, you just move 1 hex, and you can't sprint with it. So,
There.
but if you want to, you can back up and turn and punch him instead, or punch him as well.
And that would affect my heat because it doesn't generate heat, right?
Correct. Yes.
So I'm just gonna I'm gonna back up, keeping my facing.
Rock'em sock'em robots. Okay.
And I will roll to clear my stability, correct?
Yes, correct.
All right.
Oh, wait, crab would.
Still getting used to that.
You're gonna roll your stability modified by piloting.
All right. And piloting is the same. So-
It's your piloting is fair.
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, you'll just clear 1 stability. I'm gonna pull the melee rules again because I'm sure I'm gonna need that here in a second. All right, so that was the dervish is gonna go. Let's see. I think the dervish is finally gonna make a move. It played a little bit too conservatively previously, so. 1, 2, 3. It's going to accelerate for another 1, 2, which leaves it in the tree cover, so it's a happy boy. Actually, no, he's gonna stay facing that way. He's gonna take 1 stability for the sprint. And Archer, it's your turn to move.
Sorry there, Lance mate. A new target has presented itself.
Yeah, fair enough.
I feel like you can take care of it though, so I have all the faith in the world in you. All right, so I'm gonna move my 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna roll my stability to try to get some points back.
Okay.
Oh, yep, I
Oof.
clear all my stability,
Yeah, you do.
and it's my turn, right?
Yep.
Can I alpha melee strike?
So I haven't made a determination on whether or not you should be able to incorporate a melee attack and a weapon attack into the same roll. I think, generally speaking, I probably would say no. I mean,
Maybe only special weapons like flamers. Stuff like that.
so there are a couple of video game precedents for it, which is in the Harebrained Schemes turn-based strategy game, you can do a melee attack and attack with your weapons. In the MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, though, you can't, like, if you're in the middle of shooting a weapon, you can't interrupt it with a melee attack, and vice versa. So, what the heck? Let's go ahead and try it, because previously I didn't allow it. Let's go ahead and try it this time around, and we'll see if it's ridiculously overpowered. It probably
Okay,
will be.
so that's a plus 3. It's a plus 4 to my roll.
Yep, so you're going to be rolling melee, adding 4 total. Melee is modified by piloting, of course, but you will generate 3 heat as well.
Yeah, I'll take that. That's fine.
Okay.
So you said roll melee or roll ballistic?
Roll melee.
'Cause they're both the same. Okay. Ugh.
Plus 4, so it's a total of 5.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to re-roll or add anything to that?
No.
Okay.
Wait. No. Mm-mm.
Okay. The dervish is going to roll maneuver 4, so he's going to take 1 armor stress. And let's see. He is going to. Okay, you take 1 stability damage because you hit. And then. What is your stability rating?
3. Good.
Oh crap. Okay, well that fills up the dervish's stability box. Oh, now if he melee attacks you, he's gonna fall over. Oh, that's so annoying. You know what? Who cares? He's gonna do it. Um, Actually, no, he's not, because his melee is nowhere near as good as his missiles. He's just gonna alpha strike you. So he's gonna.
Lame.
Oh wait, he can't. He's at short range, so he's got to do that. Plus, actually, the melee. So that's 2 plus 1 is 3, and that's 1 plus 1 is 3. But that one will also. But that'll definitely knock him down. So, is it better to do? Yeah, he's just gonna do an alpha strike. So he's gonna do.
Yes.
You still have to roll. You might get a bunch of negatives. So maneuver.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, you're fine. So like you come charging in and you bash the dervish with your battle fist. You know your autocannon hits it. I think do you have machine guns? I forget if the dragon has machine guns.
No, I don't believe so. I think we just have the autocannon and the laser and then missiles.
Okay. Actually, oh, you know what? Actually, technically, you wouldn't have been able to include missiles on that because the only missiles you have is an LRM launcher, and those can't fire at short range. So technically, that would have been -1. So actually, he doesn't take that. He doesn't take that either. So you actually would have missed him with your melee attack, technically.
Yeah, that's fair. That figures. He's still on the ground, and I'm about to elbow him.
Well, no, because you missed him, so he actually doesn't take any stability damage. Oh, but you know what? You missed, which means you take damage. You take stability damage equal to the accelerate rating of your mech. So instead of taking 1 stability for hitting, you would take 3 stability for missing.
Yep, I'm at 4.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Realize there's.
Wait, would I take the 1 plus the 3 or just 3?
Just 3.
Okay, so I'm at 3 then.
Okay. So the dervish manages to kind of like sidestep out of the way at the last second, but as you like charge in to punch him, he tries to launch like SRMs and lasers at you, but you kind of like shoot past him and his shots go wide. Could have been a lot worse for him. Let's see. Let's go now to the dervish, but Nicholas is up next.
I'm just gonna try and punch the crab in the face.
All right. Are you going to do you include any weapons in this, or are you just doing melee?
Heck no, just melee.
Okay. So this is going to be you roll your melee modified by your piloting.
They are the same, so.
Okay. So 2. The crab is in. Oh, are you? The weapon. You can't really tag the weapon crit and an attack against it. Wouldn't really make sense. So. Yeah. So he's just gonna do a maneuver and get a 2. Do you have a fate point you want to spend to?
I'm out.
Okay. So that will miss, sadly. So you kind of step back and you rotate your torso and kind of swing at it, but crabs are kind of squat, so he kind of grazes the top of the like the little domed head that they have.
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna take
2 stability.
2 stability, but you didn't generate any heat, which is probably a good thing. The crab is, the crab is going to go ahead and attack with melee, and it's going to. Oh no! You know what? That's actually worse. Oh, but he's not in your rear arc, is he? No. Okay, so he's just gonna shoot at you. Whew, with a 5. Ooh, ouch. So you're gonna take 5 points of armor stress. Oh, like you mark off your 5 armor box.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a thunderbolt.
Yeah.
It's a moral victory more so than an actual victory for the crab, because the crab is going to generate 1, 2, 3 heat. Oh wait, you know what? He had the weapon crit consequence, minor consequence. You can tag for free to reduce that by 2 if you want.
Oh wait, well, what did he have? I'm sorry.
He had the weapon crit minor consequence.
Oh, okay.
That hadn't been used yet, so you can tag it for free.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So he manages to score a bit of damage across your right torso there. He kind of like drags his lasers up and like these deep rivets or rivulets through your armor, but didn't pierce it. So you are still in okay shape.
So I marked the 3 spot, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, because I'm making it be a negative 2.
All right. The Hunchback is going to go ahead and do his thing. You know what? He's going to Alpha Strike. He's going to shoot at Nicholas. So Nicholas, I'll need a. This is at +1. I need a maneuver roll from you at -1 because the crab also attacked you.
Yeah.
Look at your rolls now, Ben.
Yes. Okay, so that's going to be 6 and 3. That's going to be 3 armor damage.
Okay.
Plus 1 stability for the ballistic shot hitting you.
I'm knocked over at that point then.
Oh, okay. So then I won't give you the fate point for the AC 20 extra that would do steel stability damage. All right, so you're going to be knocked over. So you have the I forget what these are called. It's not a temporary aspect. I guess it's a persistent aspect until you decide to stand up of being prone. No problem. And you would have taken 3 points of armor damage as well. So you'd have to bump that up to your 4 armor stress box.
Yes.
Hello, Calvelis. Drink. All right. I guess we should drink. Thank you very much. Always good to get a reminder to drink somebody. Also, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. Thanks for being here. For those, I just realized we actually have a few new viewers. So for those of you who don't know, this is Battletech played using the Fate system, which is a homebrew Frankenstein system I put together. We're kind of doing a trial run playtest. We're calling it a training simulation since half of our Lance couldn't be here tonight. And we're trying out heavy mechs for the first time, so this is actually a good opportunity. What do you guys think? How do you think it's working so far?
Holding up pretty well.
I mean, having the 5 armor box is nice, but I just, from my play style, because I did like the original test play. I think I'm just used to the medium mechs with better weapons.
That's fair, yeah. Dragons are kind of notorious for having mediocre weapon loadouts. Like the firepower available on them is kind of infamously bad for a heavy mech.
Of course, that's the one I picked.
But I mean, it means you get to try a new play style. You know, you're slightly more mobile. So, but yeah.
No, it's good. It's fun though. It's nice to just kind of be like a giant hulking robot and take damage and not worry about it, as opposed to the lighter mech.
Yeah, like medium mechs typically are running around with like 4 armor, and you're like, I mean, I guess that's okay for a medium mech, but it disappears pretty quick.
Well, yeah. I mean, if my medium mech got hit the way I did earlier tonight, I would have been down.
Yeah, yeah. So I feel like the weight class upgrade from medium to heavy has worked the way I want it to work. Like it feels appropriate. I can't wait for assault mechs to hit the field. I think that's going to be a little bit on the crazy side, because they're going to have similar armor to heavy mechs, usually a little bit more, but they're also going to have a ton of weapons. Like there's this is a little bit of a detour from the fight that's going on, just because I went through and I statted out a couple of assault mechs, one of which is a dire wolf, which is dire wolf prime, which is a clan mech. Its energy rating is fantastic at short and medium, so it's a +6 just for its energy weapons. And that's not counting the ballistic weapons it also has at +3, and its missiles that it has at +2 that can both shoot at from short to long range. So it is a very big difference in the amount of damage output that these things can do when you get into assault mechs. So I'm excited for those to hit the field. I also statted out an atlas. What do atlases look like? Yeah. I think I might have to. I think I might have to tweak the Alpha Strike rules too, because I feel like they're not as. Like for medium mechs, it kind of made sense, but for like talking about assault mechs, when you've got like 3 weapon systems that are all at +4, but that firing the extra weapons only gives you a +1 to the roll. I don't know. I'm gonna make a note of that. Anyways, sorry, detour. Just was excited about the assault mech stuff, so I wanted to geek out about it for a minute. Let's get back into it. So that was the Hunchback attacking, and the Thunderbolt fell as a result. Oh, the Hunchback does take another stability because he fired that. Oh, and he takes another 2 heat because he fired that, which is not going to be good for him. Okay, moving into the next round. Or actually, stability comes at the end. Technically, Nicholas, you can clear your stability damage because you're prone, so you are as stable as you can possibly get. Took stability. Didn't take stability. Or did because of the sprint. And the crab also sprinted. So, okay, we're all good for that. Moving into the beginning of the next round, we're going to talk about heat. First off, the crab is going to dissipate 2 heat, unless anybody has a fate point where they want to tag this coolant leak. But I don't think any of you
I'm
do.
out.
Okay. So something to keep in mind with the fate system, and this is actually kind of important for going forward, is you can always tag one of your aspects to give yourself a penalty on a roll to earn a fate point back.
Yes.
So that's typically what the trouble aspect is supposed to be for. Is you tag that to be like, oh, this is why this is getting in the way of me succeeding at this thing, to kind of generate fate points. But you can use any of your aspects for that. It doesn't have to be your trouble aspect.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking about adding trouble aspects to all of the mechs to indicate, like, to replicate some of the quirks that they have to help feed into that a little bit.
Yeah. That
So.
would probably help. Yeah.
Anyways, the crab did that. The dervish should have generated 2-3 heat, and then there we go. And then the hunchback is going to. Ooh, he is barely missing that excess heat. Who wants a fate point?
I mean, me, I would take a fate point.
Okay. Since you spoke up first, you'll get the fate point. The hunchback is going to tag the water to vent 2 additional heat. So. Okay, so you're good. Okay, you both did your heat. All right, so let's get into some initiative then. crab.
Woo! Still going. 6.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Oh wow. Okay, the crab only got 4. So 6, 4. Dervish. Only got a 2. These guys are feeling it. And the Hunchback with another 3. He's consistent. Nicholas, what'd you get?
3.
3. Got it. Thank you. So we're looking at Archer, as always. There was only one turn where you didn't have the initiative, and you were still second on that turn. So that's Archer, Crab, Nicholas, Hunchback, Dervish. The Dervish is going to move first. The Dervish is going to... The Dervish is going to jump. So the Dervish can move... It's got accelerator of 3, so... 1, 2, 3. It's going to face that way. And then it's going to do a jump. Oh, that is not as good as it should have been. But he's going to use that to totally change his facing to there. So hopefully he'll be able to shoot the dragon in the back. Probably not, but hey, he's at least trying something. The Hunchback is at 2 stability. He is going to go 1 and a 2. And then he is going to roll to clear some stability, which he does. Nice, so he's fine. Nicholas, it is your turn to move.
Well, I'm prone. I stand up.
Oh, that's right. That is basically your movement. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess if he hadn't knocked you down at the end of the initiative order last time, then you being prone would have been more important. But as it is, you still can't move, which is, inconvenient. You can, however, use your maneuver to change your facing if you would like.
Yeah. I'll change my facing so I'm facing straight towards the crab.
Okay. And then the crab gets to go. Let's see. The crab is going to change facing once, twice. You go there. The crab is then going to sprint. So that lets him, gives him another movement basically. So he's going to go there and then there. So he kind of scuttles around behind you, so he will be able to at least shoot you in the back. So that's one good thing. Archer, it is your turn.
All right. I'm going to change 1, 2, 3, and then I can. I've got his back arc. Hang on, that doesn't. Let me fix that. There. Right. That's about as straight as I.
So I think you started here, right?
Yeah.
And you were facing in this direction?
Yeah.
Okay, so then in order for you to kind of turn around and go back that way, you'd have to change facing once, twice, 3 times. So that would...
So I'm still facing that way.
Yeah, so you'd still be facing this direction. You could do a sprint, which would give you the ability to maneuver 3 more times. So
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Ooh.
You'll take a... Wow, okay. That's that infamous dragon mobility going on there. So plus you get a +1 from your piloting, right? So it gives you 7?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
well, you can move 7 hexes. You take 1 stability for the sprint, but otherwise, I'm pretty sure that's going to put you in the dervish's back arc.
Yep. If I really wanted to, I could move into the back arc of the crab, I think, if I really wanted to.
Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you could.
Do that. Yeah, I want to do that. I got to cover my lance mate.
Okay.
So where was that? I was right here,
You were
right?
here, right?
Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That way I'm still in medium range, and then I can maneuver. Boom. Got it. Back arc.
Suddenly that dragon doesn't seem so bad.
No, not when I roll like that. I will tell you, I took it for granted. I have had the initiative all night because I'm in a dragon with maneuverability. Well, no, that's my piloting. Never mind. That's not changed.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I will. I'm gonna cover my lance mate, and where am I sitting at? I'm good. I will laser and ballistics the crab from his back arc.
Okay. So that's going to be ballistics +1 +2, and then because you're in his rear arc, you get to tag that for free. So that's going to give you 2 more.
So it's a +5 or +4?
Sorry, ballistics +1
+4,
+2
right?
+4. Yeah, +4.
+4. That's a 5.
Okay. Let's see. Maneuver. That's a 2, so he takes 3. He still has enough rear armor to absorb those.
Can I burn my fate point?
Oh, that's true. Yes, you do have a fate point.
Yeah, so I'll add 2 to that. So it's a 5 for him now, right?
Yep, and he does not have any consequences left to soak that up, and he doesn't have any armor left to block it. So, yeah, your AC 5 or like your lasers like melt through his rear armor, and your AC 5 just blows his engine out. He is a smoking pile of rubble at this point.
All right.
That is unfortunate for Senor Crab. Because the crab is dead, Nicholas, it is your turn to attack.
Yay. I'm going to use my sensors to jam the sensors of the dervish.
Oh, interesting.
Nice.
Someone's thinking defensively. Okay.
I'm not sure this is going to work out too well. My sensor is not that great, but
It's modified by operations. I don't remember if your operations is higher than your sensors.
it is not.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, that.
Ooh, ouch.
Mm.
I mean, he still might roll worse. No, he managed. Okay. It was a valiant effort, though. Not a bad idea at all. Let's see. How are you doing armor and stability wise? Okay, so well. All right, so we're gonna go into the Hunchback. Is gonna go first. The Hunchback is gonna go ahead and shoot at Nicholas. So it's gonna be this +1, so 4. I need a maneuver roll from you, please, Nicholas. Bah. But that was at +1. So, do you get? Is your piloting better than your maneuver?
No.
Okay, so then you take 1 point of armor stress, and I will give you a fate point back. You take 3 stability total.
All right.
Those AC 20s, man. And then the dervish is going to go ahead and shoot. He is. Oh,
Is
wait.
he technically in his arc?
No,
He's out of. We're out of his arc.
Because he was planning on shooting you. He wasn't expecting you to like turn into the Flash and go zipping around. Okay, so then the dervish is going to try the same thing. Actually, he's going to go ahead and use his sensors to try and jam your sensors. Oof! I need a sensors roll from you, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
The exact same.
All right.
you've got your fate point
Oh, that's
though.
true. You did just get a fate point from the AC-20.
Yeah.
So if you want to
I'm
spend
not
that,
gonna waste. Nah,
okay. All right.
I'll save it.
So in that case, you're gonna have a. I think we want to make it easier to hit you. So we're gonna call that a sensors. We're gonna call that a target lock, is what that's gonna be. All right. So that was the end of that round. So stability. Doesn't clear any, so we're good there. I don't think either of you clear any either, so we're going to go into the beginning of the next round. We're going to look at heat. The Hunchback is going to dissipate 1 heat, and so he's okay. The Dervish is going to dissipate 1 heat, so he's okay. Neither of you were in excess heat, right? So we should be good.
No.
All right. Initiative. Oh, I just realized how I could be doing initiative much more easily.
That's a 6 again.
I'm pretty sure you hacked into Roll20 to make sure that you
Oh,
are
what?
always, so that your initiative rolls are always fantastic. That's the only explanation.
Well, that's not true because I would have wasted my hacking abilities if I even had them on weapons rolls, not
Yeah, that's true.
initiative.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you're being cunning about it, and you're making it like
You give me
less
too much.
obvious
You
by.
give me too much credit.
All right. So, Nicholas, what was your?
0.
The Dervish also got 0. The Hunchback got 2, so he's going to go him, then the Thunderbolt, then the Dervish. Calvus, makes sense for the fast pilot to rock the dragon, though. Yeah, exactly. That is the most appropriate way to do it. The Thunderbolt pilots, you don't need to be good at piloting. You just need to be able to shoot things. All right, so... Oh, something I should have been asking. What is your gunnery?
Me?
Yeah.
3.
Okay. So technically, if you're firing one of your weapons that's rated higher than your gunnery, you take a -1 penalty to that.
Oh.
Because you're not experienced enough to really manage the weaponry like to its full effect. Is what
Fair
is the
enough.
idea.
All right.
So like putting someone who's got low gunnery in an assault mech with a bunch of weapons is that really the best idea? But anyways, I'm not going to worry about it for now. Just FYI going forward.
Yep.
All right, so we are now going to look at. So the Dervish is going to move first. I think the Dervish is going to. The Dervish is going to go back 1, and then is going to jump. So it only gets 1, but that's okay. That's all it needs. It can face wherever it wants. It's going to land there. So that's... Actually, I take it back. It's going to land there. So make it hopefully harder for the dragon to get in behind it. But we all know how that could work out. He takes 1 heat, 1 stability for the jump. That's the end of his turn for movement. Nicholas, it's your turn to move. So, Calavelis, if I may ask, how did you find us, and what prompted you to check us out?
I'm gonna rotate twice and back up 1.
Okay, that's fair.
And then ability. I roll.
You roll stability.
I roll stability. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey.
Nice. Okay. Okay, the Hunchback. The Hunchback is going to do it. He's going for gold. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. He is going to try and dash behind the Thunderbolt. Ooh, does that get him in the rear arc? And he's going to go... Actually, no. He's going to stay the way he... oriented the way he was. Is that technically... Yes. All right. Positioning. I've known Kevin Tierney for several years. Lurk, longtime Battletech fan, was quite amused to see a Battletech stream going. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Kevin Tierney and I have been friends for a while now. Vampire LARP. And I'm a huge Battletech nerd. Oh, I shouldn't say huge. I'm a pretty big Battletech nerd. There are definitely gaps in my Battletech knowledge. But, okay, so that is his movement. He sprinted, so he is going to take a stability. And then I need Archer to please go ahead and move and then shoot.
Ah, I see. So I will. I was facing. Yep. So 1, 2, 3, and then I will accelerate. So that's a 3. And I will. How far away is that? Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna. What am I at? Ooh, yeah. I will. Let's see.
Calvelis, what's your favorite mech in each of the different weight categories?
So
Calvelis says, "Drive the dragon like it's a Jenner." Yes,
that's what
100%.
I'm trying. I'm
100%.
trying. Oh, let's see. Do I got? I'll go to. You know what? Got to risk it, right? I'm gonna Alpha Strike.
You're kind of in the perfect range bracket to hit him with everything. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with everything.
okay, so that's going to be ballistic +3, one for gunnery. Yeah,
Yeah,
ballistic
and
+3.
then I'm in his back arc,
Oh,
right?
that's right. So ballistic +5,
All right, let's do this. Come on, big money. Give me something
which would
good.
just wipe the dervish from one shot.
8.
8. God damn. Okay.
I'm gonna burn my fate point. Make that a 10.
Uh, what aspect are you tagging?
I'm gonna tag my uh seasoned officer. Use my strategery to get to his rear arc.
All right, I think that is perfectly acceptable. So that's a 10.
Yeah, it's a 10.
I'm pretty sure you're cheating at this point. That's just
What?
impossible. So 3, so he takes 7. Well, he hasn't taken any damage yet. So, you know what? He's going to go ahead and take this as a severe consequence and 1 level of armor. We're going to
That's
call
fine.
this. We're going to call this leg destroyed. So that'll be taggable if he tries to move, or theoretically if he tries to dodge. You guys can tag it on either, and we will call it good. Yeah, you land behind him and just, I mean, AC5 tears through the armor. Your lasers do the rest of the work, and then your missiles just blow away the internal structure of the leg, and so he's kind of like limping along. That is unfortunate for him.
Hey Ben, can we take a bio break soon?
Yeah, actually, no, that's a good point. I did not realize how long we've been streaming. Let's pause there, actually. We'll take a quick 5, and then we'll come back. We'll wrap this up, because I don't think that the Hunchback is going to last very long against the two of you by itself. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to take a quick break, folks, and then we will be back. Don't go anywhere. We'll finish up our little training simulation and, chat a little bit before the end of the stream. All right. See you in a minute. Hello, everybody. We are back. We are back. Short little break. Always a good thing to take one. Sometimes I get focused and I don't think to do so. So thank you very much, Archer, aka Travis, for doing that, for reminding me. Calvelis, light, gonna be a commando. Medium is a hunchback. Heavy is a thunderbolt or archer. Assault is a mauler or a stalker. Ooh, yeah. I think my favorite light mech is probably a wolfhound because I'm a sucker for energy weapons, and they are really good. My only complaint about them is that like all of their weapons are in the one side torso and arm, or maybe it's just the arm. I don't even remember. Just bad design from a like real world perspective. But whatever. They're still fun to play. I think they're my favorite. I don't know. The SRM javelins can be fun too. But yeah. I don't really have a favorite light mech. They're all kind of interesting and fun in their own ways. But getting into the mediums, things get a little bit tougher. Kintaros are one of my favorites. I really like throwing LRMs at things. Shadowhawk is always a classic, though. Heavy, I love the Thunderbolt. If we're just talking Inner Sphere mechs, I do like the Thunderbolt a lot. But I think the Black Knight has got to be it for me. Because again, I mean, I'm an energy boat sucker. And then I think for assaults, for me, the Stalker is a really good choice. Shadowhawk is too lightly armed usually for your... that is true. Most variants of the Shadowhawk are less well armed than other medium mechs of a lower tonnage. So that does make a big difference. That's one of the reasons I like the Kintaros, because they're pretty good in all respects, and they can pack a decent punch. Actually, take that back. Favorite medium mech, if we're talking Inner Sphere, is the Hunchback 4SP, I think, the one with the SRMs in both shoulders, or in both torsos. That one is a lot of fun. Well, I guess it's missile hardpoints in both shoulders. I just always load it up with SRMs. For assault, I like the Stalker a lot. I'm a huge fan of the Annihilator, which is basically just a walking turret, but they're a lot of fun. Yeah, so those are my favorites. I don't know if you guys, Eric, Travis, I don't know if either of you have preferences in terms of the different weight classes.
No, not really.
No, I don't really have any.
That's fair. That is true. Yes, the Annihilator does suffer from the most of the weapons are in the arms problem. Though I find the Annihilator manages to solve that by just killing everything really, really fast, so it doesn't have to worry about its arms getting blown off. In MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, the Annihilator is my favorite. I love 4 LBX 10s, and then I think I usually run 4 small lasers to make room for heat sinks and ammo, and it just chops through things. It's so much fun to play. Anyways, my other favorite heavy mech is the Orion. It's a classic, Kerensky's choice. Orions are the way to go. Anyways, so let's see here. Oh, my phone died. That's fun. We just finished off with Archer making an attack and beating the Dervish up a little bit, if I recall. How badly is the Dervish beat up? Oh well, yeah, it took a severe consequence for that. Now we're going to move on to the... Oh wait, I'm tracking initiative differently. The Hunchback. The Hunchback, which we determined previously, is going to be considered in the Thunderbolt's rear arc. So the Hunchback is going to go ahead and take a shot. The Hunchback's heat, it's going to take a shot or take a chance with heat again. So it's going to drop an Alpha Strike. Ooh, ouch! That is a 7 total.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah, that could be bad. You do have a fate point, I believe.
Yes. So this will be a 5.
So yes, that would be a total of 5. Is what you would take for that attack.
Well, I mean that's my lowest armor still left. So.
You got. I mean, hey, it's fine if you come back without any armor on your mech. They can replace that.
Yeah.
It's the stuff on the inside that you need to worry about. Okay, and then you will take 3 stability. 1 for being hit with the ballistic, and then... Oh, wait, hold on. Is that... Have I been running the ballistics, the stability wrong the whole time? Handouts. Firing mech weapons. Oh, yeah, it's just 1. And then +2 because of the AC 20. So take another fate point and take 3 stability damage, please. The armor on that Thunderbolt is really good. Thunderbolt, or Nicholas, you get to attack at this point.
Yeah. I will launch some missiles at the Dervish.
Okie dokie. Just missiles, no... Nothing else?
I don't want to...
Oh, you don't want to bump up into excess heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you fire just your missiles in medium range, that would give you 2 heat. So that would bump you up to 3 total.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Okay. Is your gunnery better than
It's
plus
equal.
3? Okay, so then it'll just be flat roll then. Although you do have fate points you can spend, so.
Yeah. Well, let's see what I roll first.
Yeah, the Dervish is going to roll maneuver, but it's going to be -1 because the dragon shot at it. Ooh. That's a 4 total for the Dervish.
You can tag its consequence of having no leg for the maneuver, and then you can also use your fate point.
That's true. It does have the leg destroyed consequence that you can grab for free if you want.
Yeah.
I mean, you could
Yeah,
also
so
use a
do
fate
that.
point to re-roll that roll because it was kind of a bum roll. You got two negatives, neutral, and a positive.
I think a +2 would probably just be the safer option. So if I did
That's true.
a -2 to him and a +2, I'd still be that'd only be a 1. But yeah.
Well, so you can tag his consequence for free, and you
Yeah.
can spend more than 1 fate point per roll. So if you have 2 aspects that apply, you could drop your 2 fate points to hit him for a total of, what is that, 6? A total of 8. I mean, he's got a fair amount of armor left. He's got his 2, 3, and 4 armor slots available, plus consequences. But you know, it's your call if you want to do that.
Yeah, so I'll do his free tag his leg, and I'll spend a fate point. I'll use what balance is always the answer. I'm just saturating the area with missiles. So
Okay. A volume of fire.
yeah,
Peace through superior firepower.
and I'm just gonna give him a -2 and myself a +2. So
Okay.
one.
So that'll tag that. So that checks off his level 2 armor stress. But that is still progress. Still shaving off that armor. All right. So, actually, Calvelis, can you do me a favor? Is this a good zoom level as a viewer, or should I go out one more? Or just let me know, so I can get a general idea as to whether or not I should be tighter on the action or more bird's eye. Anyways, so the dervish is going to go. Oh wait, actually, you hit him with that, so he's going to take 1 stability. So he is going to attack. He can only attack you. What's his heat? Yeah, he's going to go for it. He is at medium range, so that's going to be that plus 1. Oof, 6. I do need a maneuver roll from you, please. And this will be at -1 because the hunchback fired you as well.
So 3.
You... Oh, sorry. You are just outside of being able to actually use the tree cover tag. That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Tighter for the detail, may want to long-term expand the frame window to allow for readability. Yeah, I think that's probably not a bad idea. Like there is some real estate we could use to increase the size of the battle map screen. So thank you for the feedback. I appreciate that. What are you thinking, Nicholas?
I mean, really. I mean, I could either take a consequence to get rid of it. It'd have to be a moderate consequence to get rid of it completely, or just take the hit on my 6 armor.
Dang.
That's
But a 6? That's wild.
Yeah.
Thunderbolts, man. They are sturdy. The
Overall,
problem is
I think
the
it's better
heat
to take
is...
stuff moderate.
I agree with you because that 6 armor could soak up a really big hit. So
Smart.
yeah. All right. So what do you want that consequence to be? What makes sense to you?
Moderate. I'm not sure. I'll defer to your judgment on that.
Alrighty, so he's hitting you with missiles and lasers. We're gonna say, oh, you will take a stability stress as well for the missiles hitting you.
Yes.
Here we go. We're gonna say neural helmet static. So your neural helmet is on the fritz as a result of that hit.
Gotcha.
I meant to come up with a list of like minor, moderate, and severe consequences that I could easily kind of grab from, but I never got around to doing that. I need to, because that would make this go a lot quicker. All right, so that is an unfortunate roll. An unfortunate hit for you. He is going to take 2, 3 heat. Okay, the dervish is running hot. Let's see here. I think that is the end of that. So stability, I don't think anybody clears stability this round because everybody either sprinted or was hit with the ballistic or something like that. So we're going to move into heat management for the beginning of the next round. He is going to bleed off 1 heat. The dervish is going to bleed off 1, 2 heat. And how are you guys looking heat-wise? I think you are okay, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had 3, so I went down to 2.
Okay, nice and easy. In that case, we're going to do some initiative. Oops.
That's a 6 again.
Hilarious.
That's ridiculous.
Why? I wish I could be that consistent on every roll.
Right? You got a 4, Nicholas?
Yes. Correct.
Okay. Hunchback got a 2. Dervish is going to get a... Ooh. Dervish is also going to get a 6. So it's going to be Archer, Dervish, Nicholas, Hunchback. So the Hunchback is going to move first. Let's see. How are we doing stability? Yeah, he's got to be real careful with that stability. He's going to go... 1... he is going to go ahead and sprint. You get too big for your britches, Hunchback. Yeah, so actually he can't change his facing or anything. He's stuck there. He's not that good a pilot. So let's see here. We're going to take a stability. Nicholas, it is your turn to move.
I'm gonna change my facing twice, and then actually, let's see, I was putting this. I'm gonna turn, back up, and turn.
Oh, you're showing your back to the dervish, huh? Interesting.
Well, I can't defend myself against a pitcher like that, so I'm gonna have to hope that Archer could take care of him.
The dervish is going to move there.
Oh, and I'm gonna roll my stability.
Oh yeah, do that too.
Better than nothing, I guess.
The dervish has to be really careful with this, so... I think he has to turn to face the dragon. He can't let the dragon hang out in his rear arc. So he went 1, 2, 3. So that is that. He will roll stability, so he clears off 2 stability. And Archer, it's your turn. Keeping the dragon speed rocking. Yeah, this dragon has been. It's been interesting to see the dragon in action. I'm actually pretty happy with it. Having somebody with a high piloting take the dragon was actually a bit of serendipity, I think.
Right. So that's only 1. Oh. I think I'm still. Am I still in his arc though? I might be out of it.
So if he if he can go from one of, yeah, you're still in his arc. He can still shoot at you from there.
Okay, that's fine. Where am I at? Yeah, I did that. Alpha strike. No, I'm too close. 1, 2, 3. I'm too close. I could do ballistics and energy. I can't do my missiles. Right? Or am I close?
Let's see here. Short range is 1 to 2 hexes. So if you're more than 2 hexes away, so you are 1, 2, 3. You can shoot him from there with your missiles.
All right, I'm gonna alpha strike him.
That's like right, just
On the
past
edge,
the
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's on the edge.
So go ahead and take a
So,
stability for the. Oh wait, you didn't sprint. Did you roll stability to clear that off because you walked?
no, I didn't. I took my stability because I only got a +1 for my maneuver. So I took my stability already for it. That's how I ended up where I'm at.
Right. I guess I'm confused why you rolled maneuver there.
Because I was sprinting. Oh, I should have rolled accelerate, right?
Accelerate, yeah. Oh, it's
Oh,
technically
my,
it's the same. It's the same thing for you.
it's the same.
+3.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So then,
Sorry.
yeah. So you took the 1 stability for the sprint.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. I
perfect.
took the 1 stability,
All right.
and then I'm gonna alpha strike, so that'll be another stability, and that'll be 2 heat. And so yeah, so that's a +3 to my roll. That's a 6.
Okay, well he's gonna tag the tree cover, so he's glad that he did that. He moved into that position.
Is he in the trees though? Is there a tree there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. See.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was just curious.
Um, so then he is gonna do. So that's gonna give him a +2 to this. Oh, he,
Mm.
yes! Finally, I got a good roll. I say finally. I've been getting tons of good rolls, but that's beside the point. All right, so that's gonna give him a 7. So I think that will evade that attack. Do you have any fate points you want to spend that you can spend? I think you do. Because didn't you get a fate point when the Hunchback used the water? You're muted there, Archer.
Yeah, I did. I'm debating on if I want to just add 2 or if I want to re-roll.
Oh, that is a good question. Let's see. Would you? I mean, your that roll is better than average, so I would say you probably want
Yeah.
to keep the roll.
Yeah, I'll just add 2 to it.
Okay. So that's going to give you 5 plus 3 is 8 versus his 7, so that's 1. I think he's. Does he. Does he take a mild consequence? Because if he takes a mild consequence, then you get to tag it for free next time. And yeah, why not? He'll take a mild consequence. Oops. And what do you want to call this? So leg destroyed. We'll call it. I'll just use pilot rattled. Keep it easy. Okay, so we're coming up on that. So that was your attack. He is going to get to go. He is going. I mean, he can only shoot at the dragon, so he's going to do that. But if he does he want to alpha strike? He's going to take 3. Yeah, he's going to alpha strike. So it's that plus.
All right, that's a 3 for me.
All right. Well, he stays alive for one more round, but he can't seem to manage. Getting landing a shot.
He's rattled.
Yeah, he really is. Nicholas, it's your turn.
Not in a great position. I'm just gonna alpha strike with everything I can.
All right. So that's a 4 plus 1, 2. So 4 plus 2.
I'm gonna leave off the energy SM just because if I use it, it's a -1 anyways because I don't have the gunnery for it. So.
Gotcha. So you're gonna do like missiles, and then plus your
energy, missiles, and
okay.
ballistic.
Okay, so then that'll be 2, 3, 4 heat versus 5 heat, it looks like. Okay.
All right,
4
roll.
heat. Was that 4 heat, or did you take 5?
I took 4.
Oh, okay. So then...
Or wait,
it's-
well, okay, so it's missiles plus 3, so that's 2, right?
correct. And then plus
And
1
then
for
energy.
energy and 1 for ballistic.
Missiles, or other missiles. Okay, so it's 5, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you're actually not using the other missiles. That
I mean the ballistic.
Yeah, the ballistic, exactly. So it's going to be your missiles at good plus 2.
I'm seeing. Okay, so the missiles at plus 3, the
Mhm.
energy at plus 2, the missiles at plus 2, and the ballistic at plus 1.
So you can't use the other missiles. Those are just the
alright.
different range brackets at which you can use them. They
Oh,
don't.
I'm too close. That's right. Oh,
Yeah,
oh
you're-
no, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, so you're like your LRMs and your SRMs independently are fair for the LRMs and average for the SRMs. If you're in medium range, you can combine all of them to get missiles at good.
I gotcha.
So yeah, so basically you're doing missiles, which is plus 3, plus 1, plus 2. So
Yep. All right.
and then that'll drop your heat down by 1 because you should have only generated 4 heat.
No, I was at two heat. So oh yeah, I see.
Yep.
Yep. There we go. All right. Cool. All right. Rolling missiles.
So plus 2, that's 4. Do you have a...
I do have a fate.
Okay. Do you want to use said fate point?
Yeah. Do I want to reroll or just add
What was your roll?
to? Overall -1.
Yeah. That's such
Well,
a
you
tough
know-
call with fate.
I want to see the Hunchback's maneuvers first.
Okay, fair enough.
Fate point.
Son.
Point. Violence is always the answer. I'm just going to take the +2.
Okay, so that's 2, 4, 6, and then -1, so that's 7. Did you have a? Oh, I'm gonna be a jerk. I'm gonna tag your neural helmet static to drop that down by 2.
Alright, fair.
So that's gonna be what did I
5.
say it was 5?
It's a 5. Yeah, it'll be 5.
He doesn't have 5 points of armor.
Yes.
I also take a stability damage, right?
Yeah, correct. So he's going to take a moderate consequence. We're going to say, we're going to say, right torso exposed.
Get him, Nikolash.
And then that was, so you got to take 1 armor, and then, all right. Well, that is,
I believe in you.
that is unfortunate for him. I think this is going to be the last shot in this training simulation, and we'll probably call it here. The Hunchback is going to retaliate. You do have the free tag of the tree cover because I don't think you used that last turn. I think you avoided it pretty handily.
Yeah.
He is going to. He's just going to fire his ballistic, so he's not adding the lasers in for the +1. Hey, Ranger Eric, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. I'm assuming you're just now joining us. You might have been here the whole time. Oh, good lord. 3 negatives, of course.
I tag the tree covers, gives myself +2.
Yeah. You think you're so clever.
Solid move.
All right. So, I mean, I think that is relatively... I think that's relatively accurate, all things concerned, for 2 heavy mechs with, above average pilots. Nicholas is not the best mech pilot out there, but is better than the rank and file mech pilot. So, 2 skilled mech warriors behind heavy mechs took on a full lance of basically rookie mech warriors in medium mechs, and I think that's pretty accurate for the way it should feel. Just jumped on, tuning just in time to see some alpha striking goodness. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they were circling. We were circling. I mean, at that point, It was only a matter of time before we put them down. They couldn't.
Yeah, the dervish would have gone. Let's see, how bad was the dervish? The dervish still had a moderate aspect and a 3 and 4 armor slot left. The hunchback still had a mild and a severe and a 2, 3, and 4 armor slot left. So actually, they still had a bit of fight left in them.
Yeah.
I feel like this is where, like, those trouble aspects would come in, for like what am I trying to use here? Or what I'm trying to say, like, for ammo. Like that was a pretty long fight. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we did 8 rounds. And I feel like ammo consumption should start kind of being a thing. And I was considering whether or not there should be an ammo tracker, like a stress tracker for it, and I really don't want to do that. But I feel like adding it in as a trouble aspect for mechs that are known to have, like,
Low ammo,
like
or
low
heavy ammo
issues.
consumption.
Yeah, because there are a couple of mechs where it specifically calls out in the description, like most mech warriors don't like the fact that this runs out of ammo so quickly.
Right.
So yeah. And then there are other mechs that have, like, negative quirks that even if they don't have, like, the ammo consumption issue, they've got other issues. So that kind of makes all the mechs balance out a way. You can say autocannon and the fact that they jam a lot. Yeah, so that's a good question. That's a good point. And that's actually something that I've built into the ultra autocannons. So actually, let me pull up one of the mechs that's got a UAC. I know there was one of them. Which one was it? Give me 1 second while I try to remember. Was it the Orion 2C? No. The Orion 2C has ridiculous weapons, though. Let's see. One of these guys has like an ultra autocannon, and I did something with that. Kind of built it into the stunt.
Good teamwork there, Nikolash.
Oh, you know what? I think it was one of the assault mechs. Nope, I'm crazy. That's really going to bug me because I can't. I really wish Roll20 would make it this little search field actually searches the body of an entry in the journal rather than just tags, because I always forget to tag things. Would any of these have? No. Would any of these have? Anyways, I built it into to the ultra autocannons that, like, if you fire it using the stunt too often, it jams, and basically you take a consequence for that. That's temporary. But I think for those also having just a negative, like just a trouble aspect that incorporates that would probably make a lot of sense. Ultras and racks across the board. Yeah, they jam very frequently, especially the racks. If you want to get weapon quirks, you can peruse the tech readouts for the cool flavor text blurbs. Yeah, exactly. The problem is that finding those technical readouts, because I don't think they're all readily available these days. Like, not online, anyways. I think I have to go through and buy them, and that I'm not opposed to that. I just I would rather not have to if I don't have to.
I think Drive Through RPG has some of the technical readouts.
Probably, yeah. I probably should, if they're available in PDF form, then I should definitely get them that way. Yeah, it'd be expensive and a lot of reading. Exactly. So I'm kind of relying on Sarna using the mech descriptions, because usually the people who write the Sarna entries will call out like oh, this mech is notorious for overheating or for having this problem or for having that problem. Like the Kintaro has one where the SRMs jam, because of the way the arm assembly works with like the ammo bins. So that's something I'll incorporate as a trouble aspect for the Kintaro and stuff like that. But anyways, overall, very happy with the way the heavy mechs felt. But how do you two feel about it?
That was fun.
Seeing as you were playing the heavy mechs.
I mean, it's kind of what we talked about earlier. I think after I decided to start using the dragon the way it was supposed to be, it definitely balanced out for the mediocre, the mediocre to mid-tier weapons balanced out.
Yeah.
After I started just kind of running around driving like I stole it. But before that, I was still playing it kind of. I was playing it kind of like I did with the other mechs. I was kind of, playing it safe with my movement. Not trying to build stability,
Right.
and that's just I had to change my play style. And as soon as I changed my play style, I got significantly more successful. So
Yeah, I could tell there was a distinct change in the flow of the fight when you were like, okay, this is how we have to deploy the dragon. So
yeah, I'm curious now just to see where we would have been if I had done that from the beginning.
Yeah.
I think you probably would have been a turn ahead. So I feel like the dervish would probably have been worse off than he is right now. Like he would probably be
Maybe, but
like
I also got worried though because remember we got lucky and we basically took the Kintaro out in a turn or two because we masked our fire on it by playing safe. Whereas if I
yeah.
had run around at Mach 10, who knows if we would have been able to do that.
That's
So
true, and you might have given the Kintaro the opportunity to bring all of his weapons on you at least once before the end of that fight. So,
yeah,
actually, how badly hurt were both of you guys?
I had 3 and 4 out of my 5 armor blocks. 3.
I just
Okay.
had my 6th.
Okay, the Thunderbolt did what the Thunderbolt should do in that pairing,
Yeah.
which is tank. So, like, your heat
Yeah.
your heat gauge was off the charts. Your stability was full. Your armor was
Yeah.
almost gone, but ultimately the mech is mostly still in one piece, like a little bit of internal damage through that one consequence, but otherwise you're fine.
Yeah.
So let's see. um,
I would have been in trouble next turn because I think really the only realistic option I would have had would have been to do a shutdown.
yeah, probably. I think if we had gone one more turn, I think that would have been the only option. Was the Kintaro SRM heavy? This Kintaro was the stock Kintaro, so I want to say two SRM 6s, one LRM 5, and two medium lasers. So not like crazy weaponry, but if they had gotten in close and let it get a shot or two off, that could theoretically have done a lot more damage than it did. Unfortunately, that LRM 5 at long range is just it's like spitting in the wind almost against heavy mechs, but c'est la vie. So yeah, I think that is. I think it's pretty accurate. Like if you put a full lance of 4 heavy mechs against a full lance of 4 medium mechs,
It would have been over. It would have been
yeah,
over like 2 or 3 turns. Yeah.
yeah, which is exactly the way it should be, really. Like unless the people in the medium mechs have like really like specialized their mechs and they're particularly good pilots, it should be kind of a stomp. One thing I will ask: do you feel like there is too much armor in the game? Because that 8
No,
rounds of combat
I
took 3
actually,
hours.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I just realized I had been doing armor wrong all the way up until this game.
Oh, how have you been doing it?
When you told me I take 3 armor, I just clicked 3 armor blocks.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so I had considered doing it that way because that's the way we do stability and heat. But for
Right, so that's how I was doing armor. So I was like, oh no, I'm gonna die. And like, even all the way back to the playtest, I think about it now, and I was like, man, there's a lot of times I thought I was gonna die. I wasn't even close to dying.
yeah. So the reasoning for armor being using the traditional kind of stress system from Fate is where you basically just mark off one equal value or higher, rather than
Right.
all of them leading up to it, is because I kind of imagine it as like twisting. So like when you're playing Mech Warrior 5, like one of the things you can do to kind of survive longer is like, oh, if your right side is starting to get beat up, turn to orient your left side to the enemy so that you've got all
Right.
that fresh armor. And so I kind of imagine it like that. So
No, that makes sense. Like I said, I don't necessarily, because you got to remember we've been playing Lance Light since the beginning too, though. So we had 2 people, and yes, it may have taken 3 hours for 8 rounds of combat, but it was only 2 of us instead of 3 or 4.
true.
So we weren't necessarily doing as much damage per turn as we could have been doing.
Yeah, that's true. Eric, any thoughts on that?
Really, I mean, this is my first time, so I don't. I kind of want to, get a little bit more information before, a little bit more experience before I really weigh in.
That's fair. The main concern that I have is just, if combat takes too long, like having one whole session devoted to one fight, is that too much? I mean, D&D kind of is like that once you get up into higher levels. I mean, and
I think it
plus,
depends on the narrative, like where we're at in
yeah,
the narrative, right?
Yeah.
Like, because we haven't even made it to like the story yet. Like, hopefully in the next session we can actually start the story. So I think a lot of it will depend on the narrative, but I also you have to think about, depending on who we're fighting, we probably will steamroll a lot of them if we're a full lance of mech warriors. There's a lot of them that we'll just kind of steamroll through.
yeah. Yeah, I just want to make sure it's interesting for you as players and for everybody watching. So,
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. I
I,
mean, I know for us as players, at least for me, it was interesting, fighting the whole time. But I can see how sometimes you worry about viewers, like, hey, are they going to want to sit and watch us fight the whole time, or
right.
are they going to do something else?
Well, I still think it went pretty well. I don't mind like having sessions that are
Well,
like devoted entirely to a
I'm sure
combat because
if you ask the peanut gallery, they're here for the giant stompy robot violence,
that's true. That's true. I mean, hopefully they're going to be here for the like the
the
intrigue
political
and
intrigue.
everything like that between them. Desired premise and flow. So the premise is it is an RPG, so there is going to be social interactions and different scenarios for them to kind of like navigate through that aren't just about like getting into the robots and shooting big guns. But obviously, when that happens, I want it to feel like Battletech. Um, so if fights just take a little bit longer, I'm okay with that. Just as long as as long as people are having fun with it. 1 to 2 fights per session is pretty common for RPGs. Yeah, it's. I really think we're only ever going to get one fight in per session, unless they're particularly quick fights, like very very light enemy or opposition. But I think it'll be okay. I think it'll work out. Ran the Dune game, so I'm always here for the intrigue. Oh, you ran the Dune game. Okay, cool. I heard some good stuff about that. Um, Interesting. Well, yeah. Hopefully next game, which is going to be on, just for everybody's FYI, is going to be on the 16th of March. Um, I think we'll have the full lance together, and we'll be kicking off. You'll get the mission briefing. You'll spend your tonnage budget for what mechs you're gonna get, and we'll kind of go from there. Will I require players to cosplay? Please say yes. I won't require it because BattleTech is a it's a sci-fi game, far future sci-fi game. trying to cosplay that can be a little bit tricky. I mean, you could do it kind of on the sly, low budget, but I'm not going to require it. I am going to.
Let's get a pilot helmet and put it on.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Battletech has a huge background of usable goodies to pull for story. Yeah, I know what story I'm gonna go with. I was actually telling Eric this earlier that when I first started kind of thinking up like this little story arc, I was like, okay, I think this is what I want to do because this really fits like the flavor of BattleTech and everything. And now I just have to find the right planet to kind of set it on so that it kind of makes sense in the universe. And so I was kind of digging through like planets in the Outworlds Alliance, and I stumbled across a particular planet. It was like, so what I have planned happened on this planet in the time frame that I'm setting the game, and so it was like the perfect option. So I was very excited about that. The fact that I was like okay, I could write BattleTech. I know enough about the game that I basically predicted it. So yeah, that's been a lot of fun. I want to say homemade neuro helmets. Yeah, exactly. I used to have a really cool wireless Corsair headset that I liked. That would have made a good starting point for that because it had like the kind of the angular lines to it and the arm that came down. So, anyways,
I'll wear my Top Gun jacket.
there you go. Does it have the fur lined collar?
It does, and it has all the patches on it.
Nice. So yeah, I'm excited for the story. Looking forward to getting that kicked off next time around. I am gonna try. So the next BattleTech Fate session is the 16th. On the 9th, I'm gonna try to do a little bit of miniatures painting. Like I'm gonna paint some BattleTech minis on stream, which is going to be a disaster because I don't paint minis. I'm kind of like just getting into it for the first time.
Well, don't we have the one Lancemate that like did it for Games Workshop?
Yeah, Asterix is good at that, but I don't necessarily know that he's going to be available. So I don't want to be like, oh yeah, he's going to be here to show me. We'll see how it goes. Tune in if you want to see me butcher a couple of mechs. I think I'll probably go. I might paint my clan mechs first, because in my mind, clan mechs are going to be really shiny and new looking because the clan are like weird about their mechs. Like, oh, we can't do melee combat. Are you kidding me? That would unnecessarily damage the mechs. You're shooting giant guns at the mechs. Like, they're gonna get hurt. But that's beside the point. It's like my wife, who I love her to death. I really do. But we'll go grocery shopping, and she'll be like, "Oh, I need a box of raisins." And she'll go to reach for the box of raisins and be like, "Oh, that box is slightly crumpled." And so she'll push it aside and get the one behind it. And I'm just like, the raisins are fine. It's just the box. Okay.
Yeah.
The raisins themselves are crumpled.
Well, yeah, but they're supposed to be crumpled. That's the way they come.
Exactly. Exactly.
So yeah, I kind of think the same way about the clanners with their mechs. But I think I might paint them first, so that I can do shiny. I don't have to like necessarily get into the nitty gritty detail of like, like scorch marks or like oxidization or anything like that. Inner sphere mechs are going to be a little bit tougher to paint just because they're not going to be in great shape. But we'll see. Now that I've put it out there, I'm kind of nervous about it because it'll be fine.
You got it. It'll be fine.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
It's something new.
Yeah, it should be fun. But yeah, thanks very much for everybody for tuning in.
I'll
really appreciate it.
I'll come watch you paint. I'll come watch you paint, Vin.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean, if you guys want to jump in and like chat about BattleTech stuff while I paint, that's great. Please do.
We do have to work stunts out at some point, so that might be a good place to do it.
Yeah, we do. Kind of important. So, anyways, thanks everybody very much for tuning in. For those of you who have been here for the whole time, you're heroes. For those of you who are only able to join us towards the end, we really appreciate you popping in, especially if you were chatting. Always nice. But yeah, keep coming back, and you'll get to see what story unfolds in the BattleTech universe. once again, I'm Ben Ravensdale. I've been the Game Master. I'm looking forward to doing more of this. I've got a couple of stream things that are coming up. I think next Tuesday, I'm actually starting up a stream again on my Twitch channel, Ravensdale Publishing, where the artist for my board game and I are going to be painting. We're going to be painting minis from our Dark Souls board games, which is going to be kind of my like trial run for painting the mechs, but we won't talk about that publicly. So we're doing that. I'm also in the Monday night Curse of Strahd stream on this channel that takes place at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So, and then I've got my board game Villains and Henchmen coming out that we're still kind of working on finalizing some stuff. But yeah, that's me in a nutshell. I think we'll start with our new player again. If you want to give your name and anything you want to pitch, if you have anything going on.
I'm Eric, and I have nothing to pitch.
Fair enough.
Solid. I'm Travis. I also have nothing to pitch.
All right. Well, cool. Thanks, everybody. Sav, you are still here. Thank you so much for sticking around with us. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I can't wait for the 16th either. It'll be fun to kick off the story officially. So yeah, have a great weekend, everybody. I might see you Monday, might see you Tuesday, might see you next Thursday. But either way, until I see you again, take care.